And why does this always happen to me? Another hugot. I don't understand what's happening. We are waiting for Imelda. Awkward smile. Kinikilig ka, no? Bakit ka kinikilig?
Pwede ba kitang iuwi?
Okay, for those who are new to this channel, I am John Luke, and I am a soon-to-be self-published author, and I will be coming out with my novel this December 2020. I am excited for it to be released finally, but enough about me. We are here with a very special guest, Miss Imelda Caravaca Ferrer. Imelda Caravaca Ferrer, the author of The Moment I Knew I'm So Into You.
Yes.
Sa umpisa pa lang, alam mong may hugot na yung title.
True.
Diba, no? Okay, Miss Imelda, could you please tell us tell us something about yourself?
I'm an educator. I rose from the ranks of being a teacher, a school paper advisor, then a textbook writer, a national trainer of the DepEd training arm, and also of the Foundation of Upgrading the Standards in Education, or FUSE. I've been a principal for 8 years and currently a public schools district supervisor in DepEd Makati.
Nice. So, kilala mo si Rick Eldred way back or
Yeah,
nagkataon?
I was the
Okay.
one who interviewed him.
What do you mean interviewed? Interviewed him for
A teaching position.
okay. Dapat Makati din siya, di ba?
Yes, he is.
Okay. That's such a small world.
It is?
Okay. So, paano, wait, I'm curious tuloy ako, no? How,
Sige lang.
no, did you come into Papercat Books knowing that he will also be there?
I
Or,
was the one who told him about it.
okay. Ang galing.
He had this idea. He asked me to edit it, and then I guess for some time he published it in Amazon for free.
Hmm.
And then when I learned about Paper Cat Books, I told him about it. So his dream came true.
Oh, yeah. Ang galing. That's an amazing story. I did not know that. I'm sure most of our
Serendipity.
I'm sure most of our fellow paper cat authors didn't know about that background or
Yeah.
history of you two. That's good. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. So I am drinking a cup of coffee. How about you? Are you drinking anything? Your water for now?
Nothing
Nothing.
because I want to sleep. I have a
I,
hard time sleeping. So
yeah, I do notice that you're always online at night. Is that
yes.
a normal thing for you or
For the past 3 months,
no?
it's been that way, and I'm trying to do something about it.
Yeah.
After this interview, I catch some sleep.
Yeah, okay, please do. All right.
Yeah.
We will move on to the first question. I am curious to know what is your process of writing and how often do you write?
I think I I don't have a schedule at all. Um, I think I'm a slave to my job because my job as a supervisor takes much of my time. So when I'm free, that's the time that I write.
Okay, so you're similar to me. I do not have a schedule as well. I'm very moody writer. So it has to be
Mhm.
in a certain time or certain day. Yeah, I do understand the the schedule thing. It's not easy to
But
put
when
in a
the
schedule.
moment strikes, when
Yeah.
inspiration strikes, even when I'm riding the jeepney, I take out my little notebook and I start scribbling lines.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
how I do
So,
it.
so you're a burst writer. That's what we call writers. That when the moment strikes, you just
Yes.
you're really into it and you just write. Oh,
Can you see Taylor Swift at the back?
yes, I can see her colorful sweater. She's wearing a colorful.
Yeah. Taylor
Yeah,
Swift is also like that. When the moment strikes, even when she's talking with somebody, she will get her phone and write the lyrics of the song.
nice. So I take that you're a fan of Taylor Swift.
I'm a stan.
You are super. You are what's a stun?
A stan is a combination of stalker and a fan.
Okay, okay, Stan. Okay, okay, I get it. You are a Stan. Nice.
Yes.
What is your favorite song of Taylor Swift, if you don't mind me asking?
Currently in folklore, it's My Tears Ricochet.
Tears Ricochet. There's this song with maiba lang ng konti, no? Soon You'll Get Better.
Oh
That's the
yeah,
song. I
it's
love that song.
I love that song too.
All right, moving on to the main event. We want to talk about the moment I knew I'm so into you. So, what started? What triggered you to write these poems? I mean, like you woke up one day and then no, I'm gonna start writing poems, and what triggered it?
Actually, I never really imagined that I would have it published. In fact, when I presented Kath with around 200 loose, loose sheets of poetry, um, she asked me, "What is your poetry about?" And she asked me the theme. And then I told her that I primarily am writing it for myself. And for, I just post it on Facebook, and that's it. And then some friends would tell me that you've been reading my diary. I feel you. It resonates with me. I want a copy, an autographed one. And so when I attended the the seminars of Kath pre-COVID, the dream took place. The dream happened because I got in touch with Kath.
Yeah. So yeah. With the publishing, with
Yes.
publishing your book, yes.
Hmm.
But why did you start writing poems? You mentioned that you were writing for you. But
Yeah.
what triggered in you that parang your inner self is saying that no, I'm gonna start writing poems. Was there something? Was there a reason for it? Or
Yeah, because it's all about unrequited love.
so, yeah.
So much emotions,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
many
I
feels.
so parang nag-build up and everything, and then you just have to express yourself
True.
in a poetry format. No?
Yes.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So do you mind if I read some of your
Yeah,
poems?
sure.
Here. Here's one. Okay. It is from part one for
Yeah.
B. Wishing I Knew Back Then. So it's from that poem. And the
Okay.
stanza is, I wish I knew then to turn awkward, paltry lines into scintillating ones, into clever riposte, into a volley of flirtsome exchanges that could lead to happier consequences. So, if you don't mind, kinikilig ka, no? Bakit ka kinikilig?
I don't know, but uh, B is my first love. But I
Mm.
didn't name him precisely because he has a partner, and out of respect, I don't want to intrude. And maybe my feelings are not welcome because it could add pressure. I read in an article that when you have unrequited feelings, the recipient of the feelings could also be hurting. Maybe because they can't reciprocate. Secondly, it's unwelcome. All those sorts of things.
And also, you
So
cannot express those feelings, right?
yeah,
The
and
mere the mere fact that it's only here when it's meant to be out here,
yeah,
right? So that could be painful as well, the experience.
and for a moment we were chatting with each other, but one day he just stopped.
It
So
just suddenly stopped.
yeah, he suddenly stopped. No communication, no
Right.
hi,
I
no hellos.
I hope I'm not digging any
It's okay.
fast. I don't want to. You're getting me worried about these things. I'm asking. Okay, let's just move on with another stanza that I saw. It's still from part one. Your silence. That is the title. You were kind for a while, then you stopped. Maybe you think it's kindness on your part, not to encourage me to love you more. Now I can relate to what you mentioned, Kanina, to this
Yes,
stanza.
that's the backstory.
Nice. That's actually nice. You don't need to explain because suddenly I understood what you were trying to say there. It three stanzas siya. It's from part two. It's from the unwanted poem. Okay, my heart is creating space for you, not even knowing if you are worthy. My eyes seek your eyes. Your eyes blink and you look away. I'm defeated even before I start. That last line give me goosebumps. Promise. I am defeated even before I start. How powerful is that line? My God.
Because
Panalo.
I know that nothing will ever come out of it. I was telling my friend, it's really silly. I was telling them, um, I have a lot of thought gas, the one
Mm,
that got away, because it's the impossibility of the situation. You know that they will never love you back. And there's this story. He's a doctor, and actually, uh, I brought my friend to that hospital, and then I asked the doctor about the situation of my friend. And suddenly, I blurted out, pwede ba kitang iuwi? I said that! And wala man
wow.
lang explanation or anything. And then I wrote him, and then I said, you see, it's like going to a toy shop and you see the best Barbie doll and you want to take it home. Tapos I told him na, I'm sorry, parang I put you on the spot because there was no backstory. I wasn't even able to tell you that. Would you be my friend? Can we chat? Can we talk? Sip
Yeah.
hot of
Diba
coffee?
dapat yun ang una mong sinabi? Hindi yung, pwede ba kita iuwi?
And so, and my other friend, he was telling me, uh, just go on with what you feel. I said it's better than telling him get naked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah. If you're gonna compare it to that line, yeah, that would, pwede ba kita iuwi would be a better line than, you know, can you get naked?
It came out of the blue because when I saw him, I found him to be so kind. He extruded that kindness. And I remember that night I was going to Singapore with my co-principals. And I was crying the whole night because I was telling myself that he's everything I want. He's everything I want in a man, intelligent, kind, and I can't have him.
Oh, Imelda, you are such a character. I am so buying your book. Okay. So, for everyone's information, the title of the book is The Moment I Knew I'm So Into You." Um, iba ang level ng poems na nandito. You should check it out, definitely. Okay, so that was nice. Let's move on to the next question, please. If you were to write a novel, what would be your preferred writing tense, your point of view, and genre?
In the past, it's going to be in the past tense. I'm in love with the I, me, myself kind of thing. Maybe I'm narcissistic. And it's going to be a romance novel because I'm a hopeless romantic. You know, I took a test and my test revealed that I'm 88% romantic. 12% na lang, 100 na tayo.
Yeah, maybe 12% would be logic. At least, di ba, may space pa for at least of at common sense ng konti. 12% of common sense and then 88% love, right? Right. Okay. So I wasn't expecting anything else. I was actually expecting you to say romance novel. So I would expect.
And
Uh,
also, currently I'm
yeah,
writing a memoir.
memoir.
Yeah,
Another nonfiction book.
yes, it is.
Nice. It's
The
something I
title
have.
is the title is Coming Out of the Dark, A Life Under Construction.
Ooh, I love it. Coming out of the dark, a life under construction. Oh
Yes.
my god, that's so cool. That is such a cool title.
Yeah, I
Oh my
know.
god. Such a cool title. Ang galing ah. Okay, now I'm curious. Because I have a difficult time writing my own memoir. That's actually how I
Hmm.
started writing my own life, no?
Uh-huh.
But I find it difficult to write about me. Parang it's as if I'm reliving the memories of past. Um,
Yeah.
and I can't move forward and I can't write it. So that's why I shifted to my original and my first love, which is sci-fi and fantasy. Yeah.
Just a
So
little tip. I was told that if you're going to write about something, about the past, if it's unfinished business and you can't deal with it yet, don't include it. You need to get healing.
I,
I love going on retreats, and I told the nun, the retreat master, about this love for my first love that will always be for all time. I said, I asked the nun, rather, is he my unfinished business? And she said yes. And he's a special person in your life. And that will always be the case. I don't
okay.
know if you also have that kind of love that you always come back to. You know that nothing will come out of it, but the feelings are there.
I
They're
understand the feeling.
eternal.
I understand the feeling. So what you're saying is I should the reason why I'm having difficulty writing this memoir of myself,
Yeah.
that is because it's still unfinished business.
Yeah. And,
Okay.
and, and the nun said, because I'm 58. but I look
Right.
57.
You could have said
So I
50.
attended this midpoint transition in midpoint. And when you're in this stage of mind, it is a time to deal with unfinished business, unmet needs. It is a time to forgive the people who hurt you, a time to forgive yourself as well. Also, I guess a time to celebrate what happened. Because if it's still that raw, currently, because I'm writing my own book, there are times when I find myself tearing up, and it really happens. But I choose to go on with it. The choice is always to move from point A to B as many points as you can move to. As long as you are able to make peace with it. And to me that is something very essential.
Okay. Nice. Amen. Amen to that. Amen to that,
Yeah.
sister. So, yeah, okay. Wise, very wise, ha, yung sinabi mo. Okay, I feel my questions now are so shallow because of what you're saying.
No, it's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, okay. So when did you start writing? When did you at
Since high school,
high school?
because I was I was the literary editor of our high school paper, and then I was also a writer in college and the university and in the division of Makati. For a time, I was the editor in chief, and then there's a change in management. I'm now one happy managing editor, and that's okay with me. Life is a circle.
Yeah,
Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down.
yeah, I do get that. I do. I can relate. Okay, next is what authors inspired your writing? Local, international, anywhere.
I I can't recall, but it came from an anthology of Filipino write-ups. And I remember this line. I am so in love with this line, and I don't know why I haven't Googled it. It's just something like, it goes something like this. I remember the songs, and I remember the silence after the songs. And to me, that speaks a lot
Yeah,
because it's a very lonely line. It's a line that speaks so much of the loneliness. You hear the song, and then after the after the song, you are left with the feelings. Like currently on repeat, I'm listening to Maria Mena. She's she's as a singer. I have recently discovered her about a month ago, and I like this song so much. The title is "I Don't Want to See You with Her."
mm. How straightforward. I don't want to see you with her. I don't want you looking at her. Parang ganun eh, di ba? Pero nothing can beat this line, the line that I just read kanina. I am defeated even before I started. Before even before I start. Yun, yeah. Nothing beats that line. That is a good line.
It's because I'm very realistic. I always tell myself that even if I'm riding high on old memories. My feet, they never leave the ground.
Nice.
You,
Nice.
you really simply have to stay grounded. And you have to accept the fact that he may be your Prince Charming, but you are not his Cinderella.
Hmm. It's not two-way. Yeah.
Yes.
Because love does have to be a two-way street, right? Has to be a two-way street. Can't be
The
just one.
stars simply did not align.
Yeah.
So no colliding galaxies.
Yeah. Okay. What are your future plans as an author? We did touch on this a while ago. You mentioned that you are writing currently your memoir. Can we expect a romance novel in the future?
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
That's really the plan. You
So,
remember
yeah.
this line from Virginia Woolf that every
Which,
time you write something, a part of you is always there.
the
And
hours,
even Isagani Cruz said, all writing is autobiographical. But the best part in writing love stories is that you can finally write the ending you want to happen.
right? Yeah, the
And,
power of
and,
written
and,
word.
yeah, and we create our own pools of happiness kahit man
Right.
lang sa sulat, sa letra.
Yeah. So, future plans. So, when can we expect uh the memoir to be out?
Probably midway next year.
Mid next year.
Yeah.
And your future romance novel, the future auto purchase for me, when will that be out?
I have the outline already.
Oh,
I have
nice.
some dialogues in mind.
Uh,
Um,
Can we
but
expect that in 2021?
it's all up in the head.
Oh, okay, okay. You haven't
Yeah.
started yet. Okay,
Mm-mm.
just the outline. Okay, all right. Oh, yun. So that's what we can expect from Miss Imelda. I'm calling you Miss Imelda. I hope that's okay.
It's okay.
Miss Imelda, kasi sabi mo, principal ka, napapamiss tuloy ako.
Oo.
Miss
I I
Imelda,
I
so,
I
yeah,
I I am not the kind of educator that people usually expect. Like they expect people like me to be staid, laid back, very formal. And I'm so maloko. I'm very naughty. And as you've noticed, I uttered that line, pwede ba kitang iuwi? I mean, that is something that not everybody would ever say.
I know. I mean, especially from your background, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean, no? I mean,
And I'm also a member of Hogwarts Philippines. I'm
what is
from the
Hogwarts?
House of Gryffindor. So
Wow,
I cosplayed a little bit. So
nice,
during every time there's a new movie, we would be the first to watch it in the Philippines. And
nice.
I love my Hogwarts family because my fangirling takes place. I have my Harry Potter toys, my books,
Nice. I
my
have,
wand.
I do have an elder wand. I don't know where I hid it, but I do have an elder wand. Maybe I'll show it some other time.
Yes. I have
Yeah,
my robes. I have my robes and I also have my scarf. That's a part of me that I love because uh it gives way. I was the one who made it thing in Dep and Makati. We started the cosplay contests and also the spoken word. Although they've been doing it also in the schools, but this time it was division wide. And, and kids could relate to me very well because I speak
I
my
bet.
mind.
Mhm.
Yeah, one of my teachers, I I took a course in LaSalle, although I'm a graduate of UP MA Reading, and he told me that I'm the type of teacher who does not consider the audience. Na I will be this certain level because you're young.
Mm.
I tell them. I remember one of my co-teachers uh, would love to listen in as I teach because I would be teaching them how to make sentences. I would have these cards and I would be asking these grade six pupils, um, what kind of married life would you expect? Syempre, as the teacher, I would be the first one to answer. And I would say, I want a handsome, loving husband, intelligent, beautiful kids,
Who
and a
doesn't?
great sex life.
Who doesn't, right?
And a great sex life. Don't
Yeah,
forget that. Emphasis
right.
on that. And then
So important.
when the children would answer, they would also say a good sex life.
Seriously? Oh my god. Oh my
Things
god.
like that. And usually I there's this question, a diary entry. I would draw and then put it on the blackboard. So it would act as how would you call it? Some point of motivation. Because I also love to draw. And in fact, my book, my poetry book has two kinds of postcards. And there's this girl saying, here's my heart. It's honest. It's flawless. It's true. And then the boy said, it is. And then suddenly he said, there's a flaw. And he threw it. And the girl fell down. And then she said, didn't I say it's fragile?
Mm. Very creative. Wait, the postcards.
Actually, it's from a book by Yolanda Neave. But I just did my own rendition of it.
Yeah, but the postcards, you illustrated
I
something
drew it.
there.
Yes.
You did. Oh,
Yes.
okay. That's good to know. So, do you have a message to your fans and to your students, the ones that are following you and the audience? Please tell us also about your upcoming book.
Yeah. Uh, First, find time to get to know yourself because writing necessitates being truthful to yourself and presenting yourself what's and all. I encourage you to go into your own writing journey because when you write, it is cathartic. There are so many benefits to writing. It's good for your own emotional and mental health. And you are able to celebrate the Queen's language. People can relate to you. There's emotional resonance. And the surest way to connect with people is to write about something that is universal, something that you can also feel that the others can also relate to. And there's this moment when you say, aha, I felt that. It happened to me as well. And sometimes the tears would just fall down. Are you still here?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm listening. I just wanted to put focus on you because
Okay.
that was the you started beautifully. So yeah, no, but please do tell us about your book. Where can they get it? Where can they purchase it? How can they purchase it?
The book first comes in several platforms, ebook and print book. They can simply message me at Karavatsky Imelda. That's my FB personal account. And there's also the landing page in PaperCat Books. They can pay through GCash, BPI, and Landback. So that would be it. I'd be so happy if you could buy a book, and I think it's perfect. It's a perfect gift to someone you love who is clueless. Maybe it will how do you call it? Bump him in the head with it.
Naging lethal weapon yung yung book binili as a weapon. Ang pokpok lang. So yeah, guys, if you're or girls, if you want to purchase her book, please you can visit papercatbooks.com and then just go to the book section of under nonfiction. You'll find her book, "The Moment I Knew I'm So Into You" by Miss Imelda Caravaca Ferrer. So there,
Thank you so much, Jan, for doing this. I'm
yes.
grateful, and I'm sure all the writers of Paper Cat books feel the same way.
Yes, I hope sana nakatulong din 'to and definitely nakatulong din sa akin 'to because I get to connect with each and every one in the community. And that's
Yes,
what I really wanted to do, to bring them out of their shell because not all of us naman can do YouTube channels. Not all of us
yes,
can
true.
do videos, right? So this is a great platform for other authors that are not so technically savvy. I just want to help them out as well. Yeah. So that's really the purpose of Paper Catalog because we're just spreading the good word here.
Yeah, and
Right.
the book industry in the Philippines should really be at its best. New
Right.
writers are always coming around, but they don't know where to get help, and so
Yes.
they should listen to our stories
Yes.
and
I
maybe get
remember that.
inspired.
Yes. I remember the question. Tell us something about your self-publishing journey with Paper Cat Books. Something very kind. You just touch on it.
Okay, uh, I was one of those who qualified in the romance writing of PHR, Segundo Machas um, outlet for novels. And it was there that I met Emerald Blake, the president of Pen Masters League. And then she told me about a seminar that Kath Eustaquio would be conducting. And she conducted it in the EF studio, the dance studio of her sister. And so it was the first time I met her. It was just a short patikim seminar. It was simply great because we were sharing stuff about horror stories, but I won't name names, of course, about writing coaches who would just show videos for quite a sum of money, but there wasn't much help, unlike the way that Kath is doing it with us. And so I attended the seminar in Makati. And when she announced that her bold star phase is about to end and we have to grab that thing, I did. I took the plunge with both feet. And so that's it. And now I will have my first self-published book. I'm so happy. I always believe that things happen for a reason. I never, at the back of my mind, I was thinking, I'm going to write, but I didn't think it was possible until I met Kath and things started. What's the idiom? Started rolling into, coming into fusion.
Yes, yes.
Yes, for lack of a better term, I forgot the idiom.
Yeah, me too. It was lost to me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it started rolling into place. That's what you're trying to
Rolling
say.
into place.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Miss Imelda Caravaca. What a name! What a wonderful name, Imelda Caravaca Ferrer. Thank you for joining us. She is the author of The Moment I Knew I'm So Into You. It'll be coming out this
Mid
January 2021, right? Mid 2021. Mid January 2021. So be sure to check it out. I will provide all the relevant links down below at the description so that you can check it out and do purchase her book when it comes out. Yeah, so please don't forget to like this video and please do leave a comment if you have any questions to Miss Imelda. She will answer it as soon as possible. Um, do subscribe to my channel. It's free and free is good. So thank you, Miss Imelda, for joining me. I will see you at the next video.
Thank you
Bye.
so much. Bye.